All right, guys, when you come in, say hello. Today's going to be a little different. So, it's going to be kind of a combination. But, guys, you can't even talk. Da, 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 da. Anyways, I spend a lot of my time on TikTok when I feel good. And I swear they need to turn change the name from TikTok to Big Talk. Today we're going to talk about one of the big scammers over on TikTok. But before I get into that, I wanted to wait till some people came in. So, but first things first, I know I've been MIA and I'm having more problems now. I've hurt my knee, and this was back in April. I saw my orthopedist in May. Hi, Mrs. Robinson. How are you? Anyway, so I hurt my knee just simply getting up out of the chair, and I had an X-ray done that didn't show nothing. So now I have to wait 2 more weeks for an MRI. Now the pain's radiating up to my hip. I also no longer have my little dog, and it was a hard decision I have to make, but I ended up having to surrender him to the shelter. He had already bitten one of my sons once, and I did everything I could for him, and even took him to the vet, thinking maybe medically something wrong. They put him on medication, didn't work. He was a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of dog, and it just got when he bit my son for the second time. Thank goodness it wasn't my youngest son; it was my middle son, who's an adult. And at that point, I had had enough. It was just getting to be too much. So I made the conscious decision to surrender it. And I, had him for 10 months. It was a hard decision, but it was something that had to be done. And so he was there. They because he became really, really aggressive as well. Um, he was there for 20 days when he showed his aggression to him. Excessive aggressive. Oh my goodness, I can't even talk. Anyways, his aggression, it was really bad, excessive. And so he was there for 20 days. I took him in on the 16th. And then on the 3rd of June, they ultimately ended up euthanizing him because he became very, very aggressive. And so, which I kind of suspected they were going to do that because he's, like I said, he's a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde dog. You never know from minute to minute with him. They originally had offer or were recommending no adoption at this point, but going to a rescue. And so they were just taking it day by day with him. I seen him on their website one day in the morning. That afternoon, I did not see him at all. And so I called. I had to wait for 2 days to call because they're closed on Sundays and Mondays. And so I had to wait till Tuesday to call. And when I did, they told me. So, which, like I said, they had him 20 days. They tried working with him, and then he just turned like he did with us. But with us, it took 3 months. So I no longer have him. And, he's free. He's no longer fighting whatever was in his head. So it was something else though with that dog. I adore that dog and I miss that dog. So, anyways, guys, before we also get into this, I wanted to show you my baskets. These are all essential oils. So these are $40. You get 6 autism puzzle piece soaps. And, okay. You get those in the basket. You get 2 bath bombs. You get 2 shower steamers. Shower steamers are like, they're half the size of a bath bomb, and they go in the corner of your shower. They're like aromatherapy. You get 3 hand soaps, and you get bath salts, all for $40. So, and that does include free shipping. I do not ship outside the US though. So, comes like that. I also have the Scoop Game. The Scoop Game has all kinds of goodies in it. And that is a $50 game. And there's different little pods in there that have different little prizes. One being, I hate when it does this. This is also in there. I have Squishmallows in there. And that is a $50 game. And that includes free shipping. Little girl's ladybug bracelet. So, but those are what I have, guys. But, let's get into this with Lisa. So, there's a scammer over on Big Talk, or as I call it, and a lot of people call it. It's TikTok, but what's happened is a lot of people have suddenly started just going on there begging and begging and begging for money. And there's one on there, which I'll eventually get to, but her husband supposedly went from having liver failure, stage 2, to renal liver failure, stage 3. I don't know if she understands it or not, but renal failure and liver failure are two different things. Renal failure is your kidneys. And she is using this situation for her gain. It's every time she's live, it's $100. But I'll get to her another day. Anyway, so let's get to this Lisa girl. Okay, she goes by lisajacedaybyday. She is an addict. Anytime you see her live, she's whining, she's manipulative. The whining actually gets on my nerves really, really bad. And she has 4 children. One only lives with her, and he's even getting tired of her. So I'm going to show you some videos from TikTok. And I'm not bullying, I'm not harassing or anything like that. I first discovered her one day on TikTok. She showed up in my FYP, and she was trying to manipulate people into giving her $2,500. $2,500, you guys, claiming that she didn't know her rent increased for a year and a half. And it's just like, wait, you live in an apartment complex. You have to go to the manager's office every month to pay your rent. So how could you not know for a year and a half that your rent did not increase? And it was crazy. And then in December, this girl decided, since she didn't have money for Christmas for her son, and I'm gonna try to keep names out of it. The kids' names. One is an adult, 3 are not. And the youngest, well, the one that lives with her, he'll be 11 next month. So, but she actually said in December of last year, which, with this, the majority of them that beg on Beg Talk, they always, sooner or later, they always use the cancer as a way to manipulate people for money. Well, she did it. She actually said that her son had brain cancer and had a year to live, and just to scam for money. And I was floored when I heard that. And then later on an interview or a live, she admitted she lied.
I think it physically abused or anything like that.
Okay.
The lady said if I wanted her, she would send me 20. She didn't send it, Dad. I knew she wasn't going to send it, so it doesn't even matter. It's okay. Or when I went to vote, it's not okay. I think it's not. No, look, you guys are writing Daddy. Listen to me, guys.
In high school,
the Uber driver's name is Sad.
You know, isn't it like
I've been calling him Saddy. I'm not really sure how it's spelled, but when you get an Uber driver, you get his name. His name is Saddy. That's his name.
Compliment, but hydration is.
But believe what you guys want.
Haggling and negotiations.
All that hydration that's a massive part of it.
I wish I would have learned that.
And it's such a fundamental thing we often disregard it. Any of my mods, can you please pin? Being hydrated, drinking. Can you please pin what I just wrote, please? Normal everyday thing. That and sleep. But split the check. I'll just cover it. Yeah.
So, how that came about was she had said that her dad had passed away. And so she said her son had brain cancer, which he did not. Said her dad had passed away, which he did not. Nobody in the family even knew that. I'm following her sisters, and they did a live the other night. And this woman's oldest daughter was on there as well. And she lied about everything. Even her family supposedly, family started calling families like, he died. And it's like, no, he didn't. And so because she had said her dad passed away, and her dad was the one driving her around to her clinic. Now, let me back up a little bit. What? Oh my goodness, where have you been? Where have you been? Little boy, a big guy. Anyways, so Lisa, like I said, is an addict. She goes to the methadone clinic every day. She's on benzodiazepine. She's on, I'm going to mess this up, but clodopin, or however you say it. She's on those medications. She's on methadone. And she goes to the methadone clinic every day. They know she's dirty, testing dirty, but they still give her methadone. She will beg for money on TikTok and then turn around and take that money and will buy additional candy on the street. She went through one of her medications. She got 30 of them, 30-day supply, and she went through them in 4 days. And so you guys, if you really want, I'm blocked on both my accounts on TikTok with her. You can go to Alpha Hunter, and he started, outing her as well. I've been outing her on my TikTok, but I can't play her lives because she's got me blocked on both my accounts. So you can go to Alpha Hunter. He plays her lives. So, but that's just one of them, guys. It's insane.
I think it physically abused or anything.
So this is her child talking to her. And these are shared videos, guys. And thank you everybody who shared these.
My
and
phone broke. My screen is broke. My screen's broke, guys. My screen. My screen is broke. So. Get off now.
That's her son outing her.
Well, my phone ain't broke. My screen is broke. My screen's broke, guys. My screen. For gas in the morning for my sister.
There's another one.
So we can put gas in my dad's truck.
She does this every day to get money.
On Friday. I've been saying that all week. Less stressed as I can. I don't want him worried about, how is Lisa getting to the clinic? How am I going to get to my doctors? Like, I don't want him worried about any of that stuff. You know what I mean? So we're trying to figure it all out on our own. We really are. We really get that for all the liars in the chat. Haley just sent me $2 on Cash App and it went through. How about that? How about that? The Cash App is not blocked, you guys. They're just lying to you so that you don't send me a couple dollars for gas. They have no shame. It's a family out here trying to make it. If you're not sending the money, then don't worry about it. How's that sound? Mind your own business. If you're not a nice person, which obviously you're not, worry about somebody else, okay? Our family's trying to make it through this until Friday. The Cash App is pinned at the top. In memory of Cole. It does work. It does. It is for gas.
So here's the thing with that. Do you hear it in there? The manipulation that she's trying to pull. The sympathy she's trying to pull. She pulls that on every one of her videos or her lives. She changes her Cash App a lot. Her previous Cash Apps get shut down by Cash App for fraud. She changes them. She creates new ones. She changes her TikTok name constantly. The one that I have in the information is her latest one. She had a crazy... Oh, it's trash. She had a crazy one before that, and it was very vulgar. I'm surprised TikTok let it stay up. She, like I said, she's constantly on here, begging and crying, and the crazy thing is, her family, her sisters, during that last video or the live the other night with them, they said that she's always done that. Her daughter was on there as well, and apparently she always has been like that. Anytime she doesn't get her way, she will whine like that high-pitched whine. There's only so much of that I can stand. Excuse me. And the reason, I'm exposing her, or trying to anyways, is I've not given any money to her because I saw right through her. But for those that, think, oh, she's down on her luck and this, that, or the other, guys, she's not. This is her way of getting money for candy. And you guys all know what candy means. But that's what she does. Her and her child are living off of her child's survivor benefits from his dad. His dad passed away a couple years ago due to an OD. And this little boy is 10 years old. This little boy will be 11 next month. And during that live with her sisters and her daughters even said that this is all they've known. This Lisa has never been really a mom to them. Lisa's been more of a friend to them. So again, I'm not bullying. I'm not harassing. I'm just trying to get it out there like everybody else is doing. Alpha Hunter's covering her as well. I have other videos on my TikTok, which is the same name as this, Buddy's mom. And, exposing her. There's a lot of anti-scam groups on TikTok that also are, exposing her. I mean, the lies, what was it? Saturday, she was trying to raise money to take her son to the pool. The pool hasn't even opened yet. Okay. Sunday, she was trying to raise, quote unquote, raise money to take her son to the museum. The museum he didn't even want to go to the museum. Was that Friday? Friday was pool, Saturday was a museum or something like that. Anyways, when she was questioned about it on her next live, she said, yes, they went. and she was asked about certain spots at the museum. One of them was a little kids thing at the very beginning. Like, I'm talking little kids station at the beginning of the museum. He would not have wanted to go to that. And the other one was about some submarine exhibit or something. And according to her sister, that's been closed for 2 years. And her sister was there last month, but that particular exhibit had been closed for 2 years. So that, tells everybody that they didn't go. Uh, they didn't go. But
I don't know what I've ever done to any of you.
now here's this one on the 10th.
I don't know what I've ever done to any of you guys that you guys treat me so bad. That's why I had nobody around me. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. I don't know what I've ever.
So that particular video was Saturday. Okay. She nodded off. She was so high that she nodded off on the live for a good 5 minutes. And when I say she's a master manipulator, she is. Her son had to come in and wake her up. And people from the live that were watching it actually called the police. The police came, knocked on her door while she was still live, and she actually told them that it was a skit for TikTok. And they believed her. See, and I know there's going to be questions or comments about, why doesn't CPS get called? CPS is well aware of her. CPS has been in their life for 6 years. From my understanding, her son has been taken from her. She straightens right up. They give him back, and she goes right back to her old ways. So the family, the sisters are working on some things to help him. But this woman, that's all she does. She'll come on here and whine and whine and whine and whine about money, about needing help, about, oh, well, I don't get paid till this day. And my son wants to do this and my son wants to do that. And he doesn't want to. Okay. That little boy cannot stand when she's on TikTok live begging. If that was my mom, I'd be embarrassed as all hell for this, and I feel bad for that little boy. I really do. And I know this is going to sound crazy, but with what I'm seeing with her and watching the live from the other day with her daughter, I can't help but think about the show. And I know it's a character. I do. I know it's not a real thing, but actually in some cases it is. But if you guys ever watch that show, Mom, and it reminds me of that show with her and her kids, the oldest daughter taking care of the younger son. And again, I thank you for everybody that's sharing these videos. I can't name everybody, but here's even a better one of her nodding off.
The Cash App tag, you know what I mean? Plus, gifts also help a lot. It's better than nothing. I appreciate every gift that you guys send because you're using your hard-earned money to send them. The Cash App.
And I'm probably going to get, because of the music, so I didn't know there were music in those videos. Anyways, So that's, one of the many beggars on TikTok. And that's why I say with her and several other people, um, they need to change the name. And it's more and more every day. But they need to change the name of the TikTok to Beg Talk, because that's all that's ever on there. And it's incredible. And you say anything to these people, they'll mute you, they'll block you, they'll report you. I actually have on my page one where I reported or I called somebody else out. I got reported, and my video was taken down for frauds and scams. It's like, how am I a fraud and a scam? I'm not the one on there begging for money. Yeah, here's another one.
You don't want to battle, honey? You can't battle like this.
So, and then whenever she gets mad and she's not getting her way, she ends the live. Or if she gets the amount of money she wants, she ends the live, which doesn't even say goodbye. And then those that do send her money,
because I don't want anything back.
The ones that do send her money, she blocks them afterwards.
Because I need the help. So I'm gonna try to let her in if she's still in here. So they removed my duet for violating. I'm hoping. I'm gonna get off and check and see what I would walk home if it was just me, but my son cannot walk home. He's not feeling good, guys.
So here's the even better one.
I'm not trying to be an actor. I'm just being myself.
That whining.
All I'm doing, you guys, is just being Lisa. Me, Lisa. My son is with me. He's in with my counselor because I didn't want to bring him out here and have him listen to me beg and plead with you guys to help us get a ride home. So he's in there with her playing puzzles, and I was hoping I could get enough to get a lift home. That's where my son's at, okay? My counselor can't help. My counselor's not allowed to give us money.
She's full of it because that's a methadone clinic that she goes to, and they do offer rides to and from. And on top of that, her sister gives her rides to and from. It was another way for her to get money. Hang on, I gotta go check on my dog. Bubba. Butter. Buddy. Buddy, come here. What are you doing, Bubbers? What's my Bubba doing? Ow. What's Mama's body doing? Where's my Butters? Come here. Do you want to say hi? Huh? Hi. Oh, jeez. Yep, this is my Bubba. Just Buddy. Ow. Need your nails cut. This is my Schnauzer Poodle Black Lab mix. Yes, I know. Yes. Your nails got my necklace, kiddo. Or doggy. Doggy. So, but, with Lisa, it's a broken record, guys. It's a broken record. She is always on there begging. And she sits there and makes up stuff left and right, all to get that extra money. And, when, one way, a telltale sign that somebody's, being a scammer is if they sit there and they tell you, okay, guys, I need help with food. Okay. I need so much money for food, or I need this bill paid or that bill paid. and you offer to call the company, say, example, T-Mobile. There's one person on there that begs every week to pay her phone bill. Okay. And people offer to call the company and pay it directly. No, they won't take it. They won't take it. Yes, they will. There's other people on there that are begging for houses, cars, and their car payments, their house payments, different little shit. And it's like, pay directly to the company. And if they say, or even food order, many of them are offered food pickup orders or delivery orders. No, 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 no. I don't have a way to get it. No, I'm not giving out my address because I've, had threats made against me or this, that, or the other. So that's a telltale sign right there, guys. They're scamming. Okay. And it's incredible. But this girl, every single time, there was people that when she made up the story about going to the museum, there were people that actually offered to call the museum and pay. One person actually paid. Oh yes, yep, yep. Every single day. There's several of them on there. She's one of the big ones. Every once in a while, I will see this one, and when he goes live, he claims to live on $92 a month, Section 8s, and that he's been trying for well over a year to get SSI. And he makes sure in his posts or his descriptions of his lives, he makes sure to say there's no Uber, there's no Lyft, there's no delivery services. He lives too far out, and this, that, and the other. But with her, it's crazy. It's like, well, you have your cigarettes, you make sure to have your cigarettes, but yet you don't have the money for gas. And like I said, she uses it as an excuse to get the money, claiming she needs to get a Lyft or an Uber, okay, to go to her clinic every day, except Sunday. Well, I know for a fact her sister takes her. Her sister admitted that on the video the other day, on the live the other night. Her sister admitted she's the one that takes her every single day. And she sits out in the car and waits for her to get done. This girl even outed that her sister was pregnant before her sister had told anybody. Her sister had no plans on telling anybody till a certain point, like most of us do. Most of us wait until we're past a certain point. Well, because that is this generation, that is our society right now. There's several of them on there, and I'll get to them. But with her, they think they're entitled. At the entitlement, I've seen so many. There's another one on there that talks about how people like me, my husband has a very successful business. He's considered an essential. The job that he does is considered essential. So in this other person's eyes, I'm rich, but I'm not. I'm not rich by any means. Okay. I live within my means. I budget out my money. I, do what needs to be done. But they think because people like me or that have a little extra money each month, that they feel obligated. We must give it to them because they need it, no matter what. My mother-in-law was like that. But it's just the entitlement attitude. And how, and she's even like, I don't understand why people have to be so mean. Exactly. Mrs. Robinson, exactly. These people don't want to work. That's our generation. the Gen Z, millennials. They don't want to work. And, you know, but with her, she's she's never worked a day in her life. And I got that directly from her daughter. Oh, excuse me. I take that back. She worked for 1 week, one job in her entire life. It's crazy. But she is something else, you know? And I've seen videos with her to where she's begging for money for food. Now they get food stamps also. And she's begging for food, money for food, and her son will come in and say, "Mom, get off, I'm hungry. Mom, get off live, I'm hungry, I'm hungry." "Oh, I'm trying, buddy, to make some money so we can get some food." And he's like, "Mom, we have a refrigerator, a kitchen full of food." "I'm trying, buddy, I'm trying, buddy." And he keeps telling, "Mom, we have food," you know? And so she does it when she needs her fix. And then she'll say, "Oh, you're so mean to me," and that's a number one key with all these guys. Why do you have to be so mean and rude? And it's just like, it's not about being mean. It's not about being rude. Why should I give you the money I worked hard for and just up and give it to you because, quote unquote, you need it? It's like, that's not my responsibility. Okay. In Lisa's case, she's a grown ass woman. She's like 38, I think she is. And, that's your responsibility. You're a big girl. You got to pull up those big girl panties and take care of your kid. But she won't do it. She wants other people to do it. And it's really sad with all these people that actually do give her money. They feel sorry for her. And that's what a lot of them do. There's another one. Oh my God, this one was hilarious. There was another one on there. She claims that her husband died 6 months ago. What's really funny is the fact that as she's sitting there live saying that her husband died 6 months ago, he walks through the damn front door. Okay? He outed her without even knowing it. Outed the scam. It was funny. Oh, it was funny. And things like saying that your child has cancer or that your father passed away or your husband passed away, or another one Lisa did was said that her daughter was unalived by somebody. And it's like, why would anybody put that garbage out in the universe? Because karma has a funny way of coming back at you. And by saying stuff like that, that's actually putting it out there. And it's sad that these people feel the need to do this. And what's even sadder is the fact that those people that keep giving to her are feeding her addiction. Just like Scammy Girl, which she's still doing her BS. And it's incredible to watch these people, how they feel sorry for her. It's my neighbor's dog. But it is, and it's really interesting to sit back and watch some of these people. It's like every day it's something new. It's something, another scam, another lie. There's one on there that he's homeless and he lives in a forest. And that man makes $300 to $400 a day. It's crazy. Just by begging. Just by begging. And people buy into it. And it's quite sad. Another thing too I wanted to say about with Lisa. Lisa, if you come across this video, because I'm going to post this link in my TikTok. All right. If I'm inviting you onto my live, onto my YouTube. You'd have to unblock me, of course. And I know this will never happen. But come on live on my YouTube and, explain Tell us why you do it. Why you make up stuff. You know, I mean, I know a lot about you. I know more than some people on Facebook. Because, like I said, Alpha Hunter is now covering her, and you know these people are already spreading lies, or not lies, but rumors about her on YouTube, or she's on Facebook. You know, the best one I've heard so far is that her son was taken from her last night by the aunt, and then when she's live today, he's actually in her live talking to her. It's like, no, I already know for a fact that none of her sisters are going to up and just take him because they want to do it the legal way. So, but I'm going to, post a link to this video on my TikTok. And Lisa, Lisa Richards, Hunt, whatever your last name is. Okay, Lisa J. Stay by Day. I'm inviting you to come live with me on my YouTube channel and explain why you go live all the time and ask for money. And I'd really like to know, but I know it'll never happen because of the fact that you've blocked me on 2 of my accounts because you don't want the truth out there. And just like a typical scammer, when people tell the truth about you, you try and shut us up so that you can continue getting more gullible people, more victims. And I know that sounds crazy, but it does. There are people that are reporting that once they send her money, she will block them. And like today's live, she was saying she wanted to test out her Cash App. So she told people, oh yeah, just send me $5 and I'll send you back 10. It's like, wait, you're on live begging for money because you don't have money, but yet you're wanting somebody to send you $5 to test out your new Cash App. And like I said earlier, she does that too. She creates new Cash Apps because the previous ones get reported so much that Cash App shuts them down for fraud. So she'll just go in and create a new one. And, but you're on there begging for money and asking somebody to send you money, but then once they send it to test your Cash App out, you're going to turn around and send that money back to them plus money? How does that make any sense? Totally makes no sense. And, again, guys, I'm not bashing. I'm not harassing. I'm not bullying this girl. Okay? I'm just raising awareness about her because of the fact that there are so many people on here that are gullible enough to believe this sob story. And they'll get taken. They will get taken. Always do that. I don't know why. The string for my tea bag fell in the water and I didn't see it. But with her, it's I could only stand so much of that whining. And from what I've heard from her sisters, that's been all her life. She's the oldest of 4. There's 2 younger sisters and a younger brother. And she's always been that way. And I've seen pictures of when before the candy addiction, she was so pretty. She really was. And if you go watch her, just to let you know in the event you can't find her, she deactivates after she gets enough money because she's afraid that TikTok's going to ban her account. It's not going to matter. She has other accounts as well as she just creates new ones. But prior to all this candy using, she was really pretty. She was really, really pretty. But I guess, that's what candy does to you. Excuse me. And what I mean, when I'm referencing candy, you guys know exactly what I mean. Starts with a D. DR. So, but I don't know. It's something else. And I feel for her son. I really do. Because he's living in that, He is living that life right now, and that's all he knows. That's all any of their kids know. Her kids know, and somebody needs to help him. And like I said before, anybody, if you guys are going to mention CPS, or the police have been out there multiple times. CPS has been out there multiple times. CPS has been involved in her life for 6 years. And, I mean, we all know how CPS is. If you've got a clean house, you've got food in your cupboards, food in your fridge, clean clothes, clean house. That's all they care about. You know, it doesn't, other than that, they don't care. So, and it's something else with her. It really is. Okay. So, anyways, that's my rant on Lisa. I'm sure I'll be thinking of more. But in the meantime, guys, I want to play my scoop game. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you how it works. And my dog is probably out there waiting for that squirrel. There's a squirrel, a couple of them actually, that are messing with him. And it's funny to watch them. Give me a sec here. I don't move my stuff around so I can get to it. It's really funny now to watch the squirrel. The squirrels run back and forth across the fence, and they tease him and they antagonize him. It's funny as hell to watch. So this is the scoop game. Okay, that's the scoop game, and you guys all know how that works. So you take the scoop and you scoop it in there, and whatever you guys get is what you get. There's pods in there with different little things in it. There's makeup. Like I said, there's the K's jewelry. That's this particular part of it's not in there. It's in an actual little pod. So other than that, guys, I am going to call it a show. And if you are interested, you can leave a message in the description below and I will get back to you. All right. Bye, guys. Have a great day.